All right, in this video, I'm going to show you day 29 and day 30 of the US Investing Championship. I wasn't able to create a video yesterday because I wasn't feeling physically and also mentally well, unfortunately. So, which is the topic for today, in which I made three trading errors that I shouldn't have made. And so far to right now, I am down 0.77% year to date. Unfortunately, lower than the S&P 500, which is very frustrating. And a big reason why is because I made three trading errors, okay, that are quite costly. But good thing, like each position size that I have is not substantial or kind of small compared with my account size, and therefore, even when I made those errors, um, I did not get, my account did not get blown up, right? But still, it still hurts, right? So, in this video, I'm going to show you what three costly trading errors that I made yesterday, and I will show you how you can avoid them. All right. If you're new to the channel, this YouTube channel is all about documenting my 2026 US Investing Championship journey. And so by doing this, I kind of have like a trade journal in video format. And the benefit to you is you get to learn because I share with you my wins, my losses, and what I'm learning in the process. So the good, the bad, the ugly. And today I'm going to show you the ugly, okay? Despite having experience in options and stock trading, I still made, like very elementary and costly trading errors yesterday. And yeah, I mean, because we're all human, right? Things happen. And so but to my defense, in a way, I shifted to a different trading platform. I used to use Robinhood, but for the 2026 US Investing Championship, I shifted to Webull. All right. So let me show you my live accounts right now so that you guys can see that this is all for real, right? So this is my equity curve. At one point I was up by a lot. I was up by as much as 21%, but when silver went down, my account also went down with it. And today, yeah, the main account is down 1.51%. And then my small account, I am down there over 20%, but overall, I am down, as I said, 0.77% versus the S&P 500. All right, so let's go to these slides here again. So the error is, it's very simple, okay? I did not notice the expiry date. I was placing the trade that expires supposedly on February 20. And then with Webull, the expiry date is so small, so tiny that I did not really see it. And so and it always defaulted to the earliest date, which was on the 13th. Okay, so Friday the 13th, right? So so I placed the trade on Meta, and then I guess I placed the trade first on MSTR, thinking that it was February 20. And I did this on the twin butterfly, which is kind of like my go-to trade right now as the market is moving sideways. And so I did that, and then I placed a trade on Meta, and then I realized on Meta that, hey, I actually placed the trade expires today, February 13 instead of February 20. So I was able to spot that just by placing the long call butterfly. So I didn't have to do it on the long put butterfly. But however, the mistake has been done, and there's a cost to it, which later on I will show you. And then, um, you know, and then I shared it with my wife, and then I showed her MSTR. And I noticed, wait a minute, this is not February 20. I thought this was February 20. It was February 13. So I realized I did the same mistake three times. right? The same error three times. And yeah, it's costly. It hurts. The total cost right now is $516.23. I could have added that to my main account, which means actually my account would have been positive, right? Compared with the S&P 500, right? But, so here, the $400, right? This is because of that costly trading error, not realizing that the expiry date is February 13. It's supposed to be February 20. And so that's why I was shocked that the account, was going down quickly. I mean, not the account, but the trade, in terms of value, is not supposed to be doing that. And when I showed it to my wife, like, thinking that it was on the 20th, and I shared with her how I made the mistake on Meta, right? And then when I showed it to her, I realized, wait a minute, no, I did the same thing with MSTR. And so when I add that two up, it's $516 $0.23. Now for gold, I mean, that's acceptable to me because that's, a trading loss. It just so happened that it didn't work out, right? But for Meta and MSTR, that, I mean, you know, this trading error could have been avoided altogether, right? So had I not done these two errors, my account would have been up actually versus the S&P 500. So, but it is what it is. You live and you learn, right? So how do you avoid these errors now, right? So I wrote down here. Number one, have enough sleep. One of the reasons why I made this error was that I didn't have enough sleep the night before. And then two, you know, because the problem with the twin butterflies that you're placing basically six legs, six different legs, right? If you think about it, right? Because you have a combination of two butterflies, your long call and your long put butterfly, and then each butterfly you have three legs, right? You have the lower long call, the middle short call, and the higher long call, right? And the same thing with the put, right? So total of six legs basically, right? And so yeah, and then you have to factor in the expiry date, right? You have to, and the cost of each, right? So there are many moving parts. So what I'm doing now is, I am saying out loud what I am reading, so that not only can I see it, but I can also hear it, and the reinforcement of the two ensures that I'm placing the trade the right way. Which I did place a trade on MSTR again, which is supposed to be the trade that, for next week, so anyway, so I did it again today, and I did it the right way, you know. Yeah, so by saying it out loud, then you can hear yourself, and then now you can see, oh, wait a minute, the expiry date is wrong again, so I have to change that, right? And then show it to someone else so that person can double check, your work. And then again, just before you place the trade, right? Look at it again, read it out aloud again, and then you press enter once everything is confirmed, right? So very simple things, I mean, I've done trading errors in the past where, I was supposed to sell and I press buy. Okay. I was supposed to buy and I press sell, right? So, I mean, these things happen, right? So one other way is to like just place one contract, and then when you placed it, check it, and then now you can just buy more of the click on the same trade and then buy more of it, right? But if you only place one contract and you made a mistake, then at least it's not as costly as the mistake that I did, because I put the maximum number of contracts. So that's another way to not really avoid the error, but as a way to manage it if it occurs, right? So, with that, if you have learned something valuable and you think I've earned it, like this video. And if you want to learn more about my stock options, well, if you want to learn more about stock options and follow my US investing championship journey, definitely subscribe to this video. And if you'd like to know how to make over 780% return, um, you know, during the last bear market, there is a back-tested strategy that you can use if, or once the stock market crashed. Watch this next video and I will see you there.